What's up, guys? llamapen here. This is going to be kind of a different video here, so by the time this video comes out, this particular online versus play match will have been several weeks ago. But I just wanted to show you these two games that I played against just a random guy online that I think highlight some important things if you're trying to get better at this game. And that is making adjustments, learning from people that beat you, and paying attention to the way that people play. So the first time I played this guy, he just tore me apart. Obviously, I'm going online as the Nashville Predators, so not a particularly great team. He's going as the Red Wings, so pretty even teams, honestly. Going into this game, I'm just going for highlight clips and stuff with Philip Forsberg. He's my favorite player, I think, to use online in this game because he's got the reverse hits, he's got the skilled up trait, and he's just fun to use. But I quickly realized that this guy was good enough to where I wasn't probably going to get any really nice goals. But as you can see, by the time I realize that, I'm already in the hole a goal or two. So I'm kind of starting to realize that I have to take this guy seriously. But I am getting offensive chances against him. I'm just kind of going one and done. And that's not a great way to play all the time. You want to play a possession game. You shouldn't just be, skating down the ice, taking the first chance you get, and then giving the puck up. If you play like that against good players, you're going to lose usually. And I just figured that out too late against this guy. That was one thing I figured out. I also just realized that this guy was playing the opposite of the way that I was playing. So you want to focus on the kinds of chances that your opponent is trying to get. So, this guy is basically not pulling the trigger unless he knows it's a guaranteed goal. So you see him in the corner. Once he gets to the corner, he's basically just zigzagging back and forth, trying to draw me in to hit him, or just overcommit, which, I can't say I fault this guy for playing this way, but I really do hate the way that he's playing. In a lot of ways, that's like the biggest compliment you can give someone, is that their playstyle is really annoying to you. But I just think it's kind of a problem with the game NHL 23 in general, that you can kind of just go to the corner and zigzag and rag, and this guy knows that I can't sell out for a hit because it's not going to fucking work. The hits are so bad in this game, unless you're like, you pick up a ton of speed, but overcommitting for a hit on this guy most likely is going to end up with him just walking straight to the net, and he knows that. So he's just basically ragging it in the corner until I overcommit. And he has a 2-goal lead, so it gets harder and harder to not commit the more patient this guy is. And, like I said, I can't fault his game. Props to him, because it worked in this first game. He just completely destroyed me. There you can see a no-angle shot from me. Another just hoping for a tip or a rebound, but just not good chances to go for, especially when every time this guy gets the puck, he's just essentially just ragging it in the offensive zone, waiting for a guaranteed goal. And when you're, like I said, when you're down goals, you really cannot afford to play run and gun and one and done in the offensive zone, because this guy's just got the puck all the time. If I had gotten the first goal, it would have been huge, because then this guy, he can't afford to be as patient. So I knew, and obviously kind of spoiler alert, I get matched up against this guy again, and I make some adjustments. Oh, and there, I went for a Zegras with Forsberg, so probably part of the adjustment, not going for that type of stuff against this guy if I'm hoping to win. And obviously, playing him a second time, I know a little more what to expect, and I know that I'm probably not going to be able to get those types of highlight reel goals against this guy. So anyway, I think I do end up managing to get like one greasy goal or something. But yeah, well, yeah, he gets another one. I'm just kind of selling out, not playing smart. I pretty much know it's over, but I'm really not the type of person to rage quit games. And so many people rage quit. Like when you look at the people you play and the leaderboards and stuff, the DNF percentage is very high for a lot of people. And the really good players have people DNF on them a lot. And I think that's dumb. If you're wanting to get better, I realize it's not a lot of fun to just get smashed in against someone who's way better than you. But I think you want to watch people that are better than you or are beating you and see what they do and see how they beat you and try to think, how can I come at it differently? How can I counter what this guy's doing? And I think just the biggest thing against this guy was just being more patient. And you know what? Maybe I didn't get a goal against this guy. He might have just beat me 4-0. Unless, yeah, he shut me out 4-0. I thought I'd gotten maybe a goal, but it's been a while since I edited this all together. So I'm kind of seeing it new again. But look at the time on attack. 17, almost 18 minutes to my 6. So I'm usually not up quite that high at 18 minutes time on attack. That is insane, actually. But I do want to do a little better, and I want to make him a little more impatient this time. So I get matched up against him. I'm not the type of guy who is going to quit if I know it's going to be a good matchup or I know I might get my ass kicked. I always want to play those guys because that's where you learn and that's where you get better. So right away I came out flying, trying to get that first goal. I knew that was going to be huge because that would throw this guy off his game. So right away he goes to that kind of ragging play style, and I'm completely ready for it. My goal here is just to hang with him. Don't let him cut to the net at all. Just skate back and forth. Don't take the penalty. Do not go for the hit. Just keep about a stick length away. And if he tries to go to the net, that's when you go for that hit or that poke check. But do not overcommit and don't sell out too early when guys are doing stuff like this. Eventually, they're going to get impatient. And if the score is tied or if you're up a goal, there's going to be a little more pressure on them to make a move and actually do something. So there I'm able to get an AI on the other side of him, so I feel comfortable going for the hit there. I get the turnover, and I get that first goal I was looking for. My patience paid off. I didn't really have any chances that period, but neither did he. So he's basically going back to that game, and I'm just not having any of it. I'm just building a wall in front of the net. It's lame. I realize that. Some people call this skill zone, but I mean, what this guy's doing is not exactly like super honorable either, and this is really the only way to defend what this guy is doing here, so I don't feel bad about doing it. You can see here he starts to kind of change his game up a little bit. It looks like he might cut to the high slot and cut across the middle and look for that snipe. That shot isn't as good this year as it has been in past years, so I realized he was skating to that ice and not really going for the shot, so he was once again just trying to bait me into selling out, overcommitting for that hit, so that he could just walk up and walk the puck to the net. And like I said, basically, you know, I have plenty of opportunities here where I could just go right at him for a hit, but it's just not worth it. It's not worth the risk. I have the lead, so the onus is on him to get something done here. And if he's just going to rag the puck by the corner, I'm happy to let him do that. And, you know, he's welcome to keep doing that. And the clock's running down. You can see there he does manage to work to the slot and does take that shot, but like I said, it's not a low percentage shot, but it's no longer a high percentage shot unless you're shooting with that elite shooter, which Red Wings kind of don't have. I mean, this is just, you can sense the frustration watching him. He's doing exactly what he did last game, but it's different now because I'm up a goal. And then here, shorthanded, that's a huge, huge goal. Or actually on the power play, rather. And he doesn't clear that puck, and I punish him. So, once again, not a huge possession game, but now I can kind of play that game when I get into the zone. I don't have to play run and gun. I don't have to drive to the net. I can kind of play the way he's been playing, you know. Turn the shoulder a couple times and look for the open man, try to drive to the net, try to find a 1T. And now he's the impatient one. So that's why his strategy no longer really works for him. So anyway, guys, this was kind of a different one here. But yeah, I just ended up saving both of these games, and it was just a really satisfying, one of those really satisfying wins where, I mean, you saw the first game, this guy completely kicked my ass. And then this game, he's still out-possessing me. I mean, this guy has 13 minutes time on attack through 2 periods, and he's down 3-0. And honestly, it doesn't feel like he's outplaying me at all. I just figured out his strategy and countered it perfectly. So I wonder if I played this guy again, how it would go. But you can see there, I tried to go for a Michigan, and he wound up bumping me off the puck. But I did end up having a little bit of fun at the end, just in the last minute there. But did end up getting the win against this guy 4-1. And like I said, yeah, just a super satisfying win. I learned from the way this guy was playing, and that really is what is the most fun about playing human versus human in this game, is that you're playing an opponent that hopefully is learning and figuring out your tendencies, and you can do the same thing. Your opponent has tendencies, and it's up to you to pick up on them and try and counter them, and that's when this game is at its best, even when it is not a particularly great game this year. So anyway, guys, just remember, if you're having those frustrating games where, you know, you just want to hop off and not play for a while, just remember when you're getting your ass kicked or losing really badly that there's something to learn there. And if you pay attention, you know, that loss, you can come away with something good from it. So hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.